Hey Simmers and animal lovers, it's Erin the Rescue Simmer, and thank you so much for clicking on this video. It is Bunny Day in the Nunez household. We have Amy and Caleb, who just woke up, Lionel, who is very cutely on this bed. He enjoyed some inside time last night, as he is the only shelter pet that we have with us after our very successful charity benefit. And here we have the man that started it all. It is about 7:30 or so in the morning on this Bunny Day on Easter. It is super rainy, and you guys, before we get the festivities going, because I am so afraid that they're gonna start like eating or something before I'm ready, let's take a look at our shelter. This is gonna be a final look at our shelter. I'm just gonna be going through and looking for things that I just don't want to leave here without, or that I don't want to leave behind. In the shelter, I don't think there are too many personal items, which is nice. And I'm just thinking about how many iterations we've had of this shelter, from the very first shelter to us moving onto this lot. We had the stray shack over here. Let's grab some things and put them in our inventory. I think I definitely want to grab these little cards. I like to think of it as maybe like family members have sent them over the years. Ooh, our conch shell. That is for sure coming with us because Hugo and Amy got that on their honeymoon. Ooh, our honeymoon photos. And speaking of photos, we need a whole bunch of photos from here. Oh, and Caleb's room. Oh my goodness, we cannot leave his certificate for sure. I think I have a copy of everything here, like all the furniture in the new place. I think this is actually super cute. We're gonna take this, his little project, his school project, anything that Caleb did or made, I'm gonna take with us. I'm just looking around for anything that might be personal to them, anything that I cannot replace. What a beautiful build, you guys. Eve down in the comments is actually who made this build, and I am so appreciative of everything that she has done. She actually made Amy as well. You guys have actually made most of the Sims in this series. I thought that we were going to be dependent way more on townies. Because of you guys' involvement, this has become such a viewer-driven series, and I love that. All right, you guys, everybody is out here. It is soaking wet, or they're getting soaking wet. So I'm going to pause this real quick, go into build mode, and with everything that is of importance to us in our inventory, oh my gosh, we got a charitable acts trophy, you guys. Not all rewards are about recognizing personal achievements. Sometimes we should celebrate when kindness is shown to others. Aw, that's so nice. I really do feel like we should be giving that to our donor though, or one of our donors, because we hosted the event, but it was for us. We'll address that a little bit later. I'm gonna bulldoze, and we're placing our new shelter. So let me show you guys around. This is their house. We'll go in there in a minute. So first and foremost, the shelter side of the property, you can see that we have a nice little convenient parking lot here. And the very first building that we're gonna come up on is probably gonna be Amy and Caleb's favorite building. This is the little cat building. Now I tried to make it look a little bit like a trailer, because instead of having the cats just in a room off of where we would keep the dogs, I wanted to give them a building, a space that is all their own, that would be fairly reasonably priced to be able to put together. So they have this little trailer, a nice cute little trailer. Maybe it's not the best stuff, but it mimics a home for them, so that way any cat that comes to stay at the shelter as part of our general population has a place to really call their own. And this actually really excites me. This is like an enclosed porch, but in a shelter, we would call this a catio. So I'll show you here, there's like little toys for them to play with, all sorts of perches for them to get on, little cat boxes. We've got scratching posts, lots of places for them to get up, and space for them to run. Meanwhile, like I said, inside it can mimic much more of a home environment to try to acclimate them a little bit. So this gives them things like surfaces to get up on so that we can correct them from jumping up on surfaces that are inappropriate, keep them on their cat gear. Therefore, it makes them a little bit more adoptable. Next, we go to probably Hugo's favorite building. This is the dog shelter. Each dog, instead of those dog beds, they have their very own little couch beds. Each room is color themed. I don't think we're going to stick too much to like boys in one room, girls in another, but each dog will have their own space. They've got some newspaper here. It's all fun colors on the walls. And then, of course, they've got their play areas and their little outdoor runs. Now, these are separated by fencing that you can't see anyone else through. So from the parking lot, from the road, visitors are able to go up and see the animals, but the animals can't see each other, and that is to reduce anxiety and something called cage fighting that can happen in animals that are caged and they're frustrated with the barrier and they can see the other dog on the side of the barrier. And even if they are happy, healthy, very friendly animals, sometimes just being confined and not being able to get in to the other animal can make them sort of fight between the bars. Not only can that destroy property, but more importantly, it can really hurt them. So we just want to reduce any of that kind of stimulation. Here's our little greeters area for those dog seeking sims. And then out back here is a little meet and greet yard. So anybody that comes interested in an animal, we would take that animal outside in the meet and greet yard for them to be able to play with. This next building is actually very important. This is our hospital building. This is our shelter hospital. If we go inside here, very first is our exam room. We have our little vet research station. In the back is a surgery room. It's nice and sterile. I wanted to make it very, very sterile here. In situations where you are housing quite a lot of animals, you want to do things like tile, like cement, things that can stand up to bleaching because you have to bleach often. Every time there is a new animal put in a space, it goes through a massive, thorough cleaning. Things like wood, things like linoleum, they just can't stand up to it. It's not hardy enough material to be able to stand up to the sanitation. This is where we would keep the cats who are in sick bay. So cats that have recently been spayed or neutered, recently had to undergo treatment and they have a cone. And then there's a couple of kennels for dogs the same way. So these guys are actually bringing us into the new house. Amy is making a grand breakfast. Ooh, and Lionel is scratching. Oh, there he is. Okay, Caleb is going to get him out with a cat wand. And Hugo, instead of getting something to eat, why don't you help your wife cook? I think that would be super cute. So here is their kitchen. This took me, you guys, so long to build. I went back and forward with different styles, and I ended up on this parenthood kind of style. I don't know what the style is called, but I love it. I think it's just so chunky and cute. I love this color scheme for them as well. Oh, yay, family's here. Caleb is just gonna go brag to grandma about his amazing grades. Every grandma loves to hear that her grandchild is like amazing. Oh my goodness, at school. Can we lecture him? Yeah, let's lecture Lionel about jumping on counters. Let's put up some decorations. Oh, I love it. Love all the bunny day decorations all over the place. The shelter looks great. You know what, guys? We never named our shelter. Oh, look. Aw, everybody's being so great. Giving some hugs, some bromance over here. I love that the in-laws get along. Oh my goodness, Lionel, stop. Oh, he's eating. You know what? Everybody's kind of congregating out there. Amy's just going to give Lionel some correction. Yeah, don't eat human food, buddy. I know it's a late breakfast, but you know what? I love that their family's like, look, this is Amy and Hugo's house. We're just going to have to deal with cats and dogs learning all over the place here. Looks like they've been talking about the move. I think that their parents are really, really proud of them for what they've been able to accomplish this whole year. After finishing Easter breakfast, what they're going to do is go on an Easter egg hunt. It's crummy weather outside, so Amy and Hugo have set up this Easter egg hunt inside. Oh, Caleb is loving this. He's searching all around for what the Easter bunny set up for him, or the spring bunny, pardon me. Hopefully we can have this spring bunny show up. It looks like he found everything, which is awesome. Amy's gonna ask, her mother-in-law to help her clean everything up. And it looks like the Easter bunny is here, or the spring bunny. There he is. Okay, perfect. What an exciting thing that the spring bunny is right here for Caleb. He's just describing his imaginary friend, and I couldn't think of anyone better to do that to than the spring bunny. So Caleb is having an amazing bunny day. neither Hugo nor Amy or their family is very religious, but I feel like Hugo was raised that at least, oh my goodness, he is like chilling in the cat house, that at least on Easter is the big one, and maybe even Winterfest, they attend a holiday ceremony. So he's gonna round up the family, and they're gonna do that for a couple of hours, and then you guys, I will see you after they have returned, because not only are the Nunez family celebrating their bunny day, but for bunny day, Mr. Lionel, who is being a destructive boy on our new couch, is going to at least meet his forever family. I want to get this boy's adoption story started, and we're going to be meeting another couple of your Sims. All right, guys, Hugo and Amy are back. They've both had pretty good bunny days. Caleb has had an amazing bunny day. I am going to have Hugo travel just by himself to Evergreen Harbor, and I am going to bring him to the Parks household. And we're not bringing Caleb, we're not bringing Amy, and we're not bringing Lionel because we don't know for sure if this is going to be our Sim. This is Miss Olivia Parks. Olivia has recently had a breakup. She, as you can see, is the owner of Jack, who is not thrilled about the television right now. Jack is super cute and a little skittish. He's got a little ring tail. As you can see, I thought that was so cute. This is actually one of you guys' Sims. Olivia has just gone through a breakup. She has an adopted daughter who is an adult or a teen. I can't remember. We can see that she loves the outdoors and she's looking for a job right now. She's not employed at the moment, but loves her cat Jack and wants a companion for him. Now, Olivia has some savings while she is looking for... Ooh. All right, Jack is maybe a little bit shy, so he's acquaintances with Hugo. Let's plop down on the couch with Jack because we want to make sure that we get to know Jack pretty well. Originally, Olivia contacted Hugo and Amy saying that, you know, she had a very specific idea of what cat she wanted. Her beautiful Jack is this gorgeous dark coat. He's got this black coat and this awesome tail, and she had in her mind that she wanted this blackish brownish cat to go along with him. Now, this actually happens quite a bit. Folks go to adopt with the absolute best intentions, and they have very specific ideas sometimes about what the animal is that they are going to come home with, and sometimes that happens. Sometimes that's happily ever after, sometimes it's not. Now, at the moment, we don't have any blackish brownish cats. We can keep our eyes out and open, but Hugo is going to put a lot of effort into getting to know Jack and getting to know Olivia, because although she has a very specific idea about what her new cat would look like, Hugo, I think, is going to be putting a lot of effort into letting her know that, hey, sometimes the perfect pet for you does look that way, and other times it just doesn't. I will say that I identify a lot with Olivia. My dog Prayer is a brown pit bull mix, and when we had decided that we could open our homes to another animal, I knew very specifically that I wanted a pit bull because of the stigma that they had, and because of the experiences I had had with pit bulls, that they were essentially just like any dog. It's actually pretty boring. They have the same personalities that really any family dog does, and it isn't because they're a pit bull or because those other dogs are just family dogs. It's because they're dogs. That's it. There's actually been a study that indicates that breed is a pretty poor indicator of temperament. Breed is useful for things like physical activity because certain dog breeds are just shaped a certain way and their internal organs have to function a certain way and their energy levels have to be a certain way to sustain that. But as far as temperament goes, raising has much more to do with it. Now, I knew I wanted a pit bull, but I had in my mind the dog that ended up in our home had to be a male pit bull and that he had to be black with a little bit of white so that I could name him Ferdinand, the pit bull. Kind of like Ferdinand the Bull. If you're familiar with that story, I thought that it would be so cute. So I already had the animal's name picked out based on what I thought that they were going to look like. And Prayer does not look like anything like I thought she would. Now that he's had a conversation with her about like, hey, we're going to try to get your preferences because we trust that you have them for a reason. But just understand that when you come to our shelter, we may not have somebody that fits your bill specifically. So he's talked with her about Lionel. She's considering him based on his attributes, and she'll come by in the next couple of days. It is getting a little bit late. It's around 10 o'clock almost. So he is going to excuse himself. Oh, poor Jack. Okay, guys, I'm going to get everybody settled, going to sleep. Oh my gosh, Caleb, he went swimming on this rainy day. I don't know if that's advisable, but I will see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, Caleb is up. This is his new room. This is the upstairs. This is Amy and Hugo's room. So I got this notification through the night that Caleb is going through a phase. He's going to pick up an instrument at any chance he gets, yell often, and turn all radios up to 11. All right. Let's hug Lionel. Lionel spent the night with Caleb. Lionel is a general population cat, so we're going to get him over to the cat house. Caleb is also going to get ready for school, so he's just going to go do his morning stuff. Mom is up and Hugo should be getting up soon, so I will see you guys once Caleb is off to school. Oh my gosh, so Caleb is doing his little phase. He's picking up the violin and trying to learn it. He's going through some self-expression. He was yelling this morning at breakfast, which his mom and dad had to correct him for. He is now going to be late for school. He's done his homework, so he's off to school. This is his last week as a child. We're going to age him up after. So Lionel got out on our way to taking him over to the cat room. So we're just, yes, perfect. Oh, thank goodness. Lionel likes Amy enough to come when he's called. He is an independent prowler, so he's going to like to be let out. I really do feel like somewhere, I don't know, like a farm, somewhere where he's going to have a respectable territory that he can safely roam is going to be best for him. I generally don't agree with indoor-outdoor cats. It's just typically not a very good idea for them. Outdoor cats tend to live less years and certainly less pain-free years, but Lionel really enjoys it. So if he can have somebody either that has a really nice catio or a large property that's fenced in, at least in The Sims, like in real life, that wouldn't make a difference at all. But if he can have something like that, then I think that that would be best for him. I do like that Olivia Park has it's a hedge fence, but in The Sims, that's sufficient to keep him off of running away. And it would give him a little bit of space to roam. Aw, look at them just eating breakfast together. I actually want them to travel, now that Lionel's all settled, to another one of you guys' families. This time we're going back to Brightchester, to the Avery household. We have been to the Hudson household because Miss Hudson lives here while she is going to school. We actually have another student who has an absolute heart of gold. So this is a house shell that I downloaded from the gallery. I cannot wait to show you guys what is awaiting us inside. Oh my goodness, I did not realize that this world has that We Wear Bags nap. Oh my gosh. So I got it out of, I believe it was Newcrest that had it. But since we have the We Wear Bags, we're not going to be able to see your beautiful Sims faces. This is Kit Avery. She's a college student who actually found Cookie just out and about. Cookie was a stray dog. She brought her in. I feel like this is a place that Kit has rented from a landlord. The landlord did allow her not only to have a dog, but to have a pit bull. So her landlord is awesome, is amazing. That's exactly what we need. So Little Miss Cookie, the pit bull, wasn't just a stray dog. She was a stray mama dog. She has 6 puppies. My goodness. Avery's parents help Avery pay the rent on this place. It's actually a really nice place. And again, her landlord is super cool for letting her have her pit bull. But the landlord was like, hey, so I'm not heartless, but you can't have 7 dogs. You can have a dog, but you can't have 7 dogs. And like, she gets it. So her landlord is going to let Cookie and Kit keep all of these puppies while they are puppies, but as soon as they are old enough to rehome, Kit really needs to be able to do that. So I'm going to try to introduce you to all these little guys. We have Mudget, which looks like a white and blue spotted little pit bull. There is Pixel, which is super cute. We have Ginger. Ginger actually has a little bit of a story on her. There's Pudley, who's underneath this little couch. Woody, and there's one more. Who am I missing? I will have to find puppy number 6. So, that must be everybody. I must just be losing count. So as you can see from Woody, and a little bit, I think, from Pixel. These are not purebred pit bulls, so we know they're at least half because mom is, but we don't know what dad is. So that happens a lot actually in rescue too. Sometimes we'll have pregnant mama dogs come in and they'll be able to either guess or know because maybe she's an owner surrender or maybe people just sort of know around or can easily identify what she is. So we'll know kind of half of what the puppies are, but we won't know who dad is. And so we're just going to have to give our best guess. We're going to have to see what they end up looking like and kind of give our best educated guess based on what we know about other breeds and how they look. And as cute as this little household is, this is a ton of pups. Oh, look at Pudley. Hi, Pudley. Why don't we ask everybody to go potty? Try to help Miss Kit out a little bit. Now, oh, what a good mom Cookie is. Now, Ginger, this little white, all white puppy, is deaf, actually. So it'll be interesting to get to know Ginger. I actually would like to take a couple of these pups home with us. So for right now, we're going to have them in our home because puppies don't need to be in a kennel if we can help it. And we have the luxury of Miss Kit as a temporary foster home for these guys. But we do want to relieve some of the pressure off of Cookie and off of Kit. Oh my gosh, Cookie. Cookie has done an amazing job raising these dogs. The fact that they have brothers and sisters helps to socialize them quite a bit. I have a feeling that Kit has a soft spot for Ginger, so I'm going to leave Ginger here. We'll probably take Pixel, and I think little Pudley here would be a cute one. Although, who was it Mudget? Definitely didn't look to me like a pure pit bull, so I would be very interested to see what he is. He looked very fluffy, so I'd be interested to see how he ages up, he or she ages up. Oh no, Woody. Woody is the one. So I'd be interested to see that. So I think I'll take Woody. And did I say Pixel? I don't even know anymore. Oh, Mudget is so smart. So Mudget's learning to use the bathroom. Yep, Pixel and Woody. That's who we're taking. Oh my gosh. Okay, guys. So let's go ahead and transfer Woody and Pixel. I think that these are probably the least pitty pups of Cookies. So there's Miss Kit. I'm going to have to fix that neighborhood action plan for sure. So we'll get that all squared away. I'll do that off camera. But thank you guys so much for uploading such a thoughtful story. I absolutely love this, that your Sims are finding animals and for one reason or another cannot keep them, but they're being good Samaritans and giving them to the shelter. Aw, these guys are back home with us. Caleb should be coming home pretty soon. I do want to get to know these guys. It looks like they are loyal dogs. Ooh, and Woody has to use the bathroom. They're going to go ahead and age up the pups because these pups are old enough to leave mom. And also I need them to be able to go up and downstairs and be leashed for convenience. I also want to see what they could possibly be mixed with. So it looks like Woody is aging up first. Come on, Woody boy. Yes, Woody aged up. Oh my gosh. Maybe he's like a Newfoundland mix. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, he's a couch potato. Oh, I'm sorry. Pixel is the couch potato. Caleb is back. Somehow he just knows that we have new dogs. He's going to go ask Woody to go outside and use the bathroom while we get little Pixel aged up. Oh my goodness, Caleb, you do not need to yell that way. You know, why don't we have Dad just teach him a valuable lesson? While this little puppy is aging up right in front of us, hopefully that valuable lesson has something to do with not screaming and yelling. Like, you can express yourself, that's fine, but be considerate. Yay, Pixel! How do you look? Ooh, Pixel! You are so cute. You know, maybe they're a hound mix. I don't know. At any rate, she is adorable. She looks like solid, like good musculature. I think Woody's face is so cute, you guys. We are definitely going to be looking for more friends to take in, more dogs to rescue. Hugo is going to go take Woody out for a run. Caleb is going to go hang out with Lionel. I think we'll have Olivia come over next episode, next time we have a playthrough with them. I know that I thought that we were going to go ahead and have our next real life shelter introduced so that we can have a sim self of their animals ready to play with. But honestly, I want to be able to give that its own episode. So while Hugo and Amy are taking these dogs for strolls and Caleb is hanging out with Lionel, I think I'm going to leave it here. I look forward to seeing all of you guys next episode where we are going to be introducing our next shelter. I promise we've got all the moving done. So do come back next week to be able to vote on our next sim self dog that's going to be representing a real dog, to see which one we are going to be playing with. Coastal German Shepherd's Rescue is the rescue that we are going to be featuring. I cannot wait to see you guys next week and see who you pick. Thank you all for playing along with me, and as always, happy simming.